Happy Halloween, Lake of the Ozarks. But mostly happy to see you here for another weekend at the lake, presented by Chris Lightco, and in fact, the last for the season. I know, just like all good things, the end has arrived way too soon. Just like every year, we cap off the fun with Halloween, my favorite holiday by a large margin, and not only because it's basically my birthday. The fun doesn't end on Halloween at the lake, not by a long shot, it never really ends, it just changes. But everybody needs a break, and I tend to hibernate over the winter, so let's have one last hurrah before I hold up in my cave with a stockpile of soup and mug root beer to last me 5 months. The spookiest season of the year has hit its apex, and now that costumes are assembled and pumpkins are carved into faces that look a little lopsided, how are you going to get the most of it? I don't know, man, but here's some ideas. Now this one I'm excited to attend. I've loved scary stories ever since I was a kid, and I grew up on those scary stories to tell in the dark books when I was in school, the ones with the illustrations that were way scarier than kids were ready for. We all loved them, though. It was impossible to get your hands on them. There was a 10-mile waiting list at the library every year for them. Often considered the godfather of horror literature, Edgar Allan Poe was a total freak. The guy was a mess, but he could spin a real bone-chilling yarn, you know? His works were written with a poetic voice, and by that I mean they read like they were intended to be read out loud. Poe should be experienced in movement and at full volume. Something that brings it to life, like all the Poe adaptations Vincent Price made. Which is why I'm so excited for Dreamscape Entertainment's Edgar Allan Poe cocktail experience running through Friday and Saturday. Dreamscape partnered with the Coffee and Cocktail Bar to bring this to the lake, and I know the folks at the Coffee and Cocktail Bar have incredible taste, so this is bound to be a fantastic event. It's an immersive experience, which means you can really immerse yourself in both the performances of Poe's work, and you can immerse yourself deep into your cocktail glass. I don't judge. There's still time to get your tickets, which you can snag through Dreamscape Entertainment themselves. More info on the Cocktail Bar's Facebook page. The Ozarks has a lot of weird stories, and there's few quite like the folks at Stark Caverns to tell you about it. It's Halloween, so if something spooky is going on at the lake, it's what I'm talking about today. And we're coming up on your last chance to go on Stark Caverns Ghost Walk, a lantern light tour through the amazing tunnels and crevices of Stark Caverns as you're told the chilling tales of one of the Ozark's most mysterious local beasties, the Ozark Howler. It's a strange creature the size of a bear with horns and a cat-like face. Its eyes are red and fiery, but worst of all is its bone-chilling howl. Ah! Yeah, I'm sure the tour guides do a much better job explaining it than I do. This weekend is your last chance, and it's a great way to spend part of your Halloween getting scared and getting into the spirit. We'll be back with more after my sponsors tell you what's what.
They always say that seeing is believing, and to see the breathtaking beauty of your lakefront paradise, it needs to be lit correctly. Chris Lightco takes your space and illuminates it like never before. From your home and walkways to your dock and lakefront oasis, Chris Lightco lights up the Lake of the Ozarks.
Osage River Popcorn, your home at the lake for fresh, gourmet popcorn. But it doesn't stop at just what's in the name. Come see us on Bagnell Dam in Lake Ozark for Stom European chocolate, gelato, and so much more. We've even got a drive-thru with specialty coffee. And yes, our gourmet popcorn is still popped fresh daily. Come on by as a stranger and leave as a friend. With an armful of the sweetest treats at the lake. Osage River Popcorn in Lake Ozark. See you soon!
Chris Lightco is local and ready to light up your lakefront oasis. So call us today to schedule your free consultation so we can illuminate your slice of heaven. But for now, back to Weekend at the Lake with David Leatherberry, brought to you by Chris Lightco.
A huge thank you to our amazing supporters who have made this possible over this past season. It really has meant the most. Now, I think the words party with a purpose describe my goals here pretty well. Sure, I like to show you guys a great time, this is about fun, but I also try to direct you to fun charity events or family events. Stuff that's good for the community or for the kids. I mean, why not let your good time do some good in general? Wonderland Camp is one of those charitable organizations who never fail to deliver on both fun and a good cause, so it's really easy to bring them up in this show. Well, this event of theirs, they decided to name it right on the nose and just call it Party with a Purpose, and I dig it. But what I really dig is the subtitle, Monster Mash. Yeah, I ain't done with talking about Halloween yet by a long shot. This Saturday, technically November 1st, but I still count it as Halloween. Straight up, it's just a fun Halloween-themed party where you can raise money for the fantastic work that Wonderland Camp does, providing constructive fun and opportunities for experiences that the people they help wouldn't otherwise have access to. It's from 6 to 11 at Margaritaville, and what more can I say? It's an LOZ Halloween party at Margaritaville. It says it all on the tin. Finally, if we're talking about parties, how about a good throwback? The Lake Arts Council is hosting a 1940s shindig to get everyone into themed costumes for this Halloween. Dress for the era. The Lake Jazz Band and the Greater Lake Area Choral will be performing some amazing old-fashioned swing music for a good old-fashioned night out dancing. The party will have desserts, a costume contest like any good Halloween event, and a photo booth and door prizes. It's from 6 to 9 at the Camden County Museum, but get your tickets because seats are limited. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and starting November 1st, the Lake Expo app to stay connected with us. If you have an event you want discussed here on the show, I apologize because you're going to have to wait until March. I'm going to be real. This is a weirdly meaningful finale to me. I've been doing this show for 3 years now, and this episode is airing on my 30th birthday. I'm crossing a big milestone, both as the end of my 3rd season on hosting an actual TV show and the end of my 20s. You know, what a ride it's been. Sure, the show is a small one, but it matters a lot to me, and I appreciate you folks for watching and making this possible. And speaking of making this possible, Chris Lightco, our presenting sponsor, has been a delight keeping us going like this, and goodness knows I love Osage River popcorn, especially on a candy-heavy holiday like Halloween. Mostly, I think for my 30th birthday, I'm grateful. Very grateful. Not to make this all about me, though. Really, I'm just reflecting on how the road ahead of me is laying out, I guess. Well, when your year starts drawing to a close, that's kind of what everyone experiences. How do we go forward? How did the past year change us? What next? Time is scary. Endings are scary. The end of a year, the end of a show, the end of a decade of my life. I personally struggle with endings, I won't lie. Partially because I always find myself missing things, and partially because you never know what comes after. I think it's okay to be scared of endings, and really scared of the next beginnings. It's Halloween. Everyone's entitled to one good scare. I think I'm brave enough for it, though. I think we all are. So I'll see you guys next March when this new era of my life has started, and I'll let you know what I think of it so far. I hope to see you then, with your own changes, your own new beginnings, and we can get together and see what fun there is to be had. From this weekend to the next, to the one after, until we meet again. I hope you have a good time. I'll see you some future weekend at the lake.